Red Stars Blue, Rachel Velez.
I stood in the circle, watching as the last pieces of red slowly drifted to the ground. For the first time, I was a member of the GLBT community who fell to despair. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests, I've participated in the Coming Out Stars diversity exercise more than 4 times as part of student leadership training at my university. It's always an emotional experience, and the lessons I learned are applicable to every person in this room. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the exercise, here's the gist. Everyone in the room gets a colored star. It will be blue, purple, orange, or red. You don't know what your star color means until the exercise begins, but you do know that this star represents your world. You write your name in the center, and on each of the 5 points, you write the 5 most important parts of your life. The name of your best friend, the name of your closest family member, your dream job, a community that you're involved with, and finally, your ultimate goal in life. I want everyone in this room to imagine themselves with a colored star. It can be blue, or purple, orange, or red. Imagine your name in the center and those 5 points filled in. Now, you are a member of the GLBT, the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community, and you have finally decided to come out to the 4 most important people in your life. Your best friend, then your closest family member, then the coworkers at your dream job, and finally, your community. If you have a blue star, you are accepted with open arms. Your family and friends support you 100% of the way. Your star remains whole. And one day, you'll achieve your greatest goal in life. If you have a purple or an orange star, you're met with some hesitancy. You see, not everyone can seem to accept you right away, and some people, well, they just can't seem to accept you at all. But for those that remain on your star, though, bend it back, they will come around one day, and you might get to achieve your greatest goal in life. But if you have a red star, you're met with rejection and disgust every step of the way. Everyone in your life leaves you. And in the end, you must rip up what remains of your star, your hopes and dreams, even your name. Standing in a circle full of people, watching as they rip off pieces of their lives, of themselves, is painful. But more than that, it's real. The first time I participated in this exercise, I chose a red star, not knowing what was going to happen. And I watched as my entire life fell apart, piece by piece, never to be picked up again. But I'm thankful that I've only had to experience that kind of pain and rejection in a school exercise when real people in real life live Red Star situations, each and every day. This exercise focuses on the GLBT community, but applies beyond this one group. Consider someone with a disability. Consider youth involved with gangs or underrepresented minority groups. Consider someone who's homeless, someone who's chronically unemployed due to the recession. Consider someone with a psychological disorder or cancer or another life-threatening illness. Consider anyone with any kind of stigma or anyone that you have ever met. We either get to keep the people in our lives and succeed or lose everyone and fall. It's up to the points on our stars, the people in our lives that help turn red stars blue. And we can be a point on a star to anyone that we encounter by lending a listening ear or a shoulder to cry on. We can treat strangers with kindness, knowing that even just a smile can turn somebody's whole day completely around. You see, we all have the potential to change lives. It's not a matter of if, but when. So ask yourself, who in my life has a red star, and when will I help turn it blue? I consider myself fortunate to have led a very blue star kind of life when fate could have easily have dealt me red star situations. And we can't change our backgrounds, where we come from, our race, our gender, our sexual orientation, whether or not we have a disability. But we can choose how we treat others from the same predetermined boat. We can choose to treat everyone we meet with kindness, with respect, and with dignity. If we do that, we will turn red stars blue. Mr. Toastman.